Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. This may be old news. It has been 3 months ago by MovieWeb, but I wanted to look at it now because it has some things in here that may coincide with what people are kind of saying on Twitter in aspect of the Justice League trailer. Now, we all know that Zack Snyder said it's coming soon. You know, the word soon. Very prominent. And so, what are we going to see in that Justice League trailer? Now, this has been popping up again, and I just want to read it to you. Basically, this was on 4chan, anonymous user, and we all know about anonymous users, especially 4chan, that they all are pretty fake and stuff. But there's some merit to this, and but here, let me give it to you. So what they said was the first trailer for Justice League was edited simultaneously with the second Wonder Woman trailer. And we already got the Wonder Woman trailer, so we didn't see a Justice League trailer. So this may be out of this league already. Right now, the whole marketing campaign of the film is being prepared in the studio's trailer park, which is something anybody could pop up. We know Trailer Park does all types of trailers. They did Batman v Superman, and they also did Suicide Squad. So it says, I do not know exact date of the premiere of the trailer. It depends on the client, which in this case is WB, which goes along with Zack Snyder said. It's all in the marketing. I can offer you some data of what we will see in the new trailer. There are no Superman scenes, sorry. No scenes of Mara, Volko, and Gordon. Junkie XL designed the music of the advance. You will have a small look at the main theme of the film. It is a remastering of the intro of the animated series, that's actually very interesting. There are action scenes in slow motion. Flash, Aquaman will be the best part of the trailer. The trailer will end with the first look of Steppenwolf, something similar to the Avengers 2 teaser. Now, take this as a whole grain of salt. But to add more fuel to the fire, heroic Hollywood editor and self-proclaimed ace scooper Humberto Gonzales recently had this to say in a tweet: take this with a grain of salt, but I hear the next Justice League trailer is awesome, and that Momoa's hashtag Aquaman steals the show, which coincides with what that 4chan user said. Now this was back in November, and we're starting to see a lot of reports about Aquaman being the center of attention, being the steal for the show, for the movie. I think even Umberto re-said that. What I find interesting and what I like about this is that there are no Superman scenes. And we need to have no Superman scenes for a trailer. I mean, he has to be the big epic surprise. If you've been watching my channel, you know how much I want that epic return of Superman so much. Anybody could say Junkie XL will not be design the music. It's no whatever. But remastering of the intro of the animated series is very interesting. That's a slow one. And I think if they were going to do it, it would be a little bit faster. Although a lot of people have taken to that rock type music in the first teaser. I didn't particularly like it, but I want to hear that heroic theme. And so having a remaster or remix or an updated version of the intro of the animated series, I would like Justice League Unlimited as opposed to Justice League, and I mean, because Justice League and Unlimited had a more epic, godlike, mythic theme to it that I really dig, and I hope that's something that's being looked into in particular. And I like Junkie XL, you know. I like the theme, the music. It was in Batman v Superman. It was one of my all-time favorite soundtracks, and I love his Mad Max Fury Road soundtrack. I love the whole score. I have the entire score on my phone. I love it. I love it so much. So the themes he can able to bring out to have that heroic feel to it, I really dig, and I think he will be a good one for it. But Trailer Park, hit and miss. I mean, they've done some bad shit, you know. Sorry, but they've done some good and bad. Sometimes they hit it out of the park, but depending on what they show, if they go nuts and correct me if I'm wrong, I think they were the ones that put Doomsday out front for the third trailer. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to look into that. But if they are, then that's not a good thing. And for them to edit Suicide Squad, I think that's a terrible idea. Even though I enjoyed Suicide Squad for what it was, I do want to kind of see what David Ayer actually made before the studios got involved and made a trailer park, a trailer company edit a movie. That's just weird. No scenes of Marivoko and Gordon. You know, I'm kind of surprised by that. I think they would show Gordon actually to have that sense of Batman in it. But I get it. You know, this is just the first, well, technically second trailer, so it wouldn't be like that. But there are going to be some action scenes in slow motion that no, you know, Zack Snyder does things in slow motion. And I like where it says the end will have the first look of Steppenwolf. I think that is perfect. They would need to show the villain of the story, and what better way to do that as the end of the trailer to say this is the team getting together, and by the way, this is the guy they have to fight. So this is the guy they have to fight. So that's the tweet. That's a Burton Gonzales tweet still shows. That was back in November. He did have a I think it was a, what is that thing, the Periscope. He did a Periscope where, or was it a video, I forget, but a Periscope, I think, that he talked a little bit about, someone asked about the trailer, and he said that, and about Justice League the movie, and he did say that Aquaman steals the show, which is not a big surprise. I mean, look at how further along they're making the Aquaman film. They're going faster than that than getting Batman and Flash, you know. So he must be doing good. The studios must have seen him and said, you know, I think this is the guy, we need to market it in that fashion. But yeah, so that's the first. That was back in November, but I'm just bringing it out now. I know it's old news, but I just wanted to re-look at it again, as for this, from what we know now to what they knew then. And I think there were intentionally, I actually may have believed that they were intentionally doing this when Wonder Woman dropped. Then they stopped. I think they went back to drawing board to do a different trailer in light of all the different things that are happening in DCU. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. They didn't even intend to have a trailer out yet, because they were saying like spring 2017, and it's not, and it's almost spring, so we could be seeing it soon. And I like the details that you put into it. There are things that anybody could have made up, and there's some aspects that it seems a little bit more in tune of like the person really knew what was going on. But anyway, I am excited. I am flipping excited, and I'm sure you all are excited to see the new Justice League trailer. Hey, it might even drop by the time I post this. It might even drop tomorrow morning. I don't know. But let's see if it really drops on Zack Snyder's birthday, March 1st. I'm still sticking by that. Alright. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.